Hey everyone, it's Danielle Taylor with Keller Williams Realty here on the beautiful Outer Banks. And today I thought we would talk a little bit about virtual showings. I often get this question from people, and oftentimes one of the first times that we do a virtual showing, my buyer clients and I, it's a learning experience for everybody. So I thought it might be helpful for me to share with you the things that I'm doing on your behalf in the virtual showing, aside from just having you see the virtual tour of the property. Oh, before I forget, I just want to show my cute little maple leaf earrings, courtesy of my friend Liz. I absolutely love them. So just had to say, hey Canada. So the first thing is, the best way to think about it is the virtual tour is our opportunity for, number one, you to get a sense of the home. More importantly, for me to be your senses, okay? So I'm gonna be your eyes, your ears, your nose, probably not your mouth. I'm probably not gonna taste anything, but I'm gonna be your senses, your touch, all those kinds of things. So let's just talk a little bit about what I mean by that. So the first thing is, what does the home smell like? We can't tell from pictures and from video what the smells are. Is there a dampness? Is there a mustiness? Is there pets scents in the air? Is there a smoky smell? All of those kinds of things, I'm gonna be talking to you about what I can sense when we're doing the tour. So number one is smell. I'm gonna be your nose. The second thing is sounds. What are we hearing? Are we hearing road noise? Are we hearing the beautiful sound of the ocean? Are we hearing neighbors? Are we hearing dogs barking? What are we hearing? And how might that appeal or not appeal to you, knowing what we've talked about in terms of what you're looking at? So I'm gonna be your ears, helping you know and hear what I hear, okay? Third thing is eyes. So what does it look like? So it's great to see pictures. The reality is we cannot really know what something's like and the ins and outs of it until we're inside. So I'm gonna be keying in there on the good, the bad, and the ugly. So what are the things that I see that need to be improved? What are the things that are amazing? What does the actual condition of the decks look like? What does the actual condition of the windows look like? I'm gonna be your eyes pointing all of those things out, okay? So that's number three. Number four is feel. So that's how I would kind of say the touch one. The feel, you can't really get a feel for a house until you walk it. And I have this conversation with people all the time. Virtual tours are amazing and they get us, the online ones that we do with the Matterport and stuff. I do them for my listing clients because they kind of get a person about 80% of the way there in terms of how a house feels. However, until we walk it, until we get the flow, until we get kind of like a whole sense of how everything works together, how does everything, how do you go from one room to another? How do you flow from the inside to the outside space? Until we do that, we can't really know until we're in person. So that's my job in the virtual tour, is to walk that home as if you were standing right beside me. And the last but not least is, I told you I wasn't gonna taste, so it's not that. It has to do with what's around you. So when a property is being presented visually in pictures, etc., we're gonna show it in its best possible light. We don't know what is the street like? What's the neighborhood like? What can we see from the house when we look to the left and to the right? What do we see when we look at the street? Do we see any sort of water ponding? Do we see any pooling? Do we see any evidence of the home maybe being in a low spot? I mean, those are the things that I'm gonna be your eyes and scan for that we're not gonna get without the virtual tour. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that gives you a little bit more confidence to jump in and really work with me and use the virtual tour as such a great tool if you are buying from afar. It is such a great way for us to get a really good sense of something. Not everybody's equipped to want to move forward on a purchase with just a virtual, but it is likely a great tool for you to decide whether it's worth jumping in the car and getting down here. So anyway, I hope that helps. And as always, if you like this information, subscribe to the channel. If you're thinking of buying and wanting to talk about it, talk about the market, please give me a call, text, email. We answer everything and we'd love to help. So I hope you have a great day.